first time I met you, it was at a very wonderful occasion, and we're sharing the stage together. And I was really impressed, as I was again this morning, because I walked in and I could see that people did not shy away from you. You see, so we'll come to that a little bit. But in terms of your calling now, as you see it, is it in alignment with what you dreamt of as a young man, growing a kaya? Or, because I understand, and I've read about you, that you're bivocational now. On the one hand, you're a consultant and of note, if I may say, and on the other hand, you are the leader of this incredible church. Is this what you dreamt about when you were still young? Did you see it, or is it something that evolved in your life? How did you get to the point of saying, no, I am called to do these two things?
Is it in alignment with what I dreamt for my life when I was young?
Yes.
Absolutely not. That is the
So there's hope for us.
No. I didn't grow up. My great-grandfather knew. He knew that he would grow up to be equal. Of course, he didn't know what it meant for him going forward in terms of leadership. But he had a view of himself in the church. I was already in the church. I was born in the church. So I didn't see myself in the pulpit or on the pulpit. But I've always loved the church. And I think what you are seeing in terms of how I relate with people in the church,
Yes.
I am a member of the church first before I'm a leader.
What about that? How
That
about
is important for me. And I always say I am a Christian first before I am a leader. Because that's important.
That's very
we forget that.
You must be something before you do something.
Before you do something. So I'm a Christian first, and my values and my beliefs need to inform and drive how I express the leadership. When I grew up, I wanted to be a doctor, a medical doctor, like most black men
Of course.
generally are. So I'd always envisioned myself as a professional. One of the interesting things, though, is that my grandfather instilled the love for education. He loved education. He did.
How did he express that?
He spoke it. Number one, he spoke it. I cannot remember how it came about, but from the time I was in standard 3. I don't know what the grade is.
Standard 3.
Yeah,
Most
standard
of us
3.
here know standard 3.
I was in standard 3. And this is 1988. No, round about 1988.
You're just telling us your age now, more or less.
Well, something like that, yeah. And this is when he had recalled us back. We lived with my mother here in Johannesburg, and because of the riots in Johannesburg, he took us back home. And as we got into the first year of schooling, he literally took on the parenting role. And at the end of a term, he'd say, "So where are your reports?" And everybody was kind of hiding
He showed
their
the
reports.
interest
He
in your
showed
work.
interest. And every time I shared my report with him, oh wow, the excitement, the inspiration, the encouragement, and he would always reward you.
Isn't that something?
There was always a financial, not even a sweet, a financial reward, which I think is very common in African families, right? So he started that, and consistently so. So it became my pride to share my reports with him and hear from him. But later on, he started speaking into my life, which I think is important for parents to do and grandparents to do.
What do you mean speak into your life?
He spoke into my life to say, I remember in 1992, he had bought a new car. He loved cars. One of the things,
Did he now?
my grandfather was stylish and he loved cars. And he had just bought... No, we are born now. And he came up, home with this car, and of course we were young boys, and we were impressed with the shiny car. It was a Nissan, and he stood there. He came out of the car. He stood there and he said, "Do you love it?" And he walks up to me, and we were a group of us, my siblings and my cousins and I. And he says to me, "Uma ungapasa Ngizokunikeza le moto.
Nazonke. So he gave you something to live for.
Yes.